Hello everyone. Uh, this video that I'm making today is about the first year BDS anatomy, and it's just book suggestions and which books did I read. So I'm not sure if those books will be available throughout the world, but I hope that these books are available in Pakistan and in India. So let's just hope. And if I can add some of the helpful points during this video, I hope I'm able to do so. Anyways, the anatomy that the exam that we give as BDS students, we have 5 subdivisions. The first is general anatomy, then we have embryology, histology, neuro anatomy, and head and neck. Head and neck being the most important of the all of this, because head and neck has almost 50% of our paper is from head and neck. And to be honest, if you do not make concepts at this stage, if you do not make concepts of anatomy, uh, and you don't have the visual concepts as well, then it is very difficult for you to be able to study properly in third year and in fourth year. So it becomes very difficult. So you have to understand this from now, that you have, in the first and the second year, you just see the normal of everything. You just learn about the things, like and you learn the anatomy, you learn the histology, which is normal. You learn the normal things, and then you learn the abnormalities in the third and the fourth year, and you learn how to fix those things. So let's talk about anatomy only in this video. So anatomy, we're going to talk about general anatomy, and I know I need to be faster because a lot of people complain about me being very slow. Anyways, so let's talk about general anatomy. For general anatomy, there are 2 books that are available. You have to choose one of these books: General Anatomy by Laik Hussain or General Anatomy by Ghulam Ahmed. Don't buy both of the books because this is not as major as you think it is. This subdivision, I think it only has 2. So just choose one of these books. Then you have embryology. For embryology, KLM is the book that teachers recommend. But I actually found this book very long, um, and I felt that Langman was enough for BDS. And if you see past papers, you actually have to see the past papers from wherever you are. You see the past papers, you get an idea which book you should go for. For my time and for my book, I felt that Langman was enough. There were the diagrams and the tables were clearly from Langman. So the Langman was very helpful for me. Now let's talk about histology. Histology, the book that you should study for histology is Laik Hussain. So again, there is another recommended book for this, but Laik Hussain for your level is enough. Also keep this atlas here, D Force. This atlas is like amazing. So you need to keep it with you, and you need to keep it with you from the start. Don't get it at the end. Also keep Firdaus. You'll see that you have Firdaus for physiology as well, but you'd have to keep Firdaus with you. Same goes for his physiology. I'll repeat this again, but for Firdaus there are always mistakes in it. So when you're reading the big book, there's no big book. Even Like Hussain is a very short book. So when you're reading the big book, you can actually just cross check and you can correct whatever mistakes are there in Firdaus. For neuroanatomy, there is no other book than Snell's Neuroanatomy. This book, Clinical Neuroanatomy, there is no other book than this. Now, head and neck. I read BD Chaurasia, and this is volume 3, which you have to read. I loved the book. It was very easy. It was fine. It is enough for your level, but there are a lot of other books as well. Anyways, with the book, whichever book you choose, with the book you need to have Atlas of Human Anatomy, which is netter. You have to have it. That is how important this is, because to build the concept, you have a visual aid whenever you're studying, so you have it in your mind, so you don't have problem while you're learning relations and it just comes to your mind. It's you know where it is, and you just think about the relations, and you're able to write it down. So this is how netter makes things easier for you. So you need to have netter all at all times with you while you're studying. And some people say that BD is more like a cramming book. I didn't find it like that. I was very much into anatomy when I was studying. So what I did was that I used to divide the words into two parts, and then I used to search for meanings of the words so that I can remember the words. For example, sternocleidomastoid. So I know that there's sternum, there's so that is how you do it. Like there's mastoid, and then you have something in between, and that is how you make the concept. So it just helps. Then you also have this clinical anatomy by Snell, you have Grace, and you have for students, and you have more, that is KLM. But I felt that it was too much for me. So I just went for human anatomy, and then whenever I felt that if a friend suggested or something, so I just got the rest of the part from the other book photocopied. Like if another friend suggested that this book has it in a better way, so I used to get it photocopied like that. Once you're good with the concepts in head and neck, you're good to go. But whatever you do the glands, whichever book you choose out of these, you do the glands and the triangles from BD. They are very easy there. I also made a video on the triangles of the neck, but it was removed. I don't know why it was there was a strike on it, but it was removed. So yeah, that was a concept that I made by myself, but whatever. So you always have to keep your neuro and your head and neck strong. And if this part is very strong, then you're good to go. And you don't have to go crazy over the relations if you have visualized everything. And same goes for neuro. Please try to visualize everything. And you should start studying from the start so that it doesn't get very difficult for you by the end, because it does get difficult. Thank you. I hope you liked the video, and I hope this video helps you. And I'll try to make the videos on the rest of the subjects. Thank you.